It's the perfect time to replace that beast in your basement, your old inefficient boiler, with a highly efficient Peerless boiler. Peerless boilers, they're a perfect match for homes, apartments, commercial buildings, you name it. Get the heat and hot water you need efficiently and save big on your energy bill all year long. Learn more about the entire Peerless Boilers family of products, and to find a local installer near you, visit peerlessboilers.com. And remember, my guy Pete Morgan, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers, peerlessboilers.com.
And joining us right now, former Congressman Peter King. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about. Congressman, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Dominic. I really am.
I'm really glad to hear that, as always. And folks, we'll be getting right back to your telephone calls in just a couple of minutes. 800-848-9222. So, Congressman King, there's word coming in as of right now that a person is in critical condition in Arizona after being shot in an incident that involved federal law enforcement officials. So it appears that it's happened yet again, and I'm not placing blame because I don't know the details. But as a rule of thumb, I believe that law enforcement should get our backing until we know officially that something bad has happened. What I do want to start with, Congressman, is a day in the life. I want you to listen to. We played this early this morning, the Midnight Show. This is a soundbite, just one soundbite that comes in. People think that ICE is so bad, but you don't stop and look at what they have to deal with. This is just one phone call that the feds have released that came in to them.
You're a fucking fascist pig. You should fucking kill yourself. I hope your wife dies. I hope your mom and dad die. I hope everything wrong that could go in your life happens. I hope you have the most miserable life. I hope you get hit by a bus. I hope you're paralyzed and your wife leaves you and starts getting f***ed by BBCs every day. You are a traitor to the American people, to the values that made our very country. You should kill yourself. You're f***ing disgusting. I hate you. Everyone hates you. You're a f***ing murderer, and all of your friends are f***ing murderers, and your bosses are a bunch of pedophiles. Kill yourself.
So, Congressman, basically the left is telling nuts like that they're patriots, that they're heroes standing up against ICE. What's your reaction?
Yeah, unfortunately, this is really true. It's more common than uncommon today. I've spoken to local police officials, and we know, like in our communities, that there are groups trying to track the identities of ICE agents, where their families are. And that's why, you see how terrible it is that these guys are wearing masks. Well, they have to, because there's a concerted effort out there to find out who they are and track them down and make their lives miserable, perhaps kill them or wound or maim their wives and children or husbands and children. I mean, this is a brutal time going on. And somehow the media makes it seem as if, there's two competing forces here. There's the good guys, who are the rioters and the demonstrators and the agitators, and then there's the bad guys, which is ICE. And it's the whole that world has been turned upside down. I think we have to do a better job of getting a message out as to what's really happening here. I mean, you can think of the thousands and the thousands and thousands of people that ICE deals with, and you're talking about a handful of incidents, and in each of them, I mean, they call it a peaceful demonstration. If law enforcement is carrying out a lawful operation and you're jumping in front of them and you're putting a camera in their face and you're getting between them and the people that they're trying to take into custody, that is impeding an investigation. It's a federal crime. And to me, the fact the governor and the mayor are encouraging people to do that means that they are enabling the people, encouraging them to break federal law. And it puts everyone's life at risk. It puts, obviously, the ICE agents, they're at risk. But also, as we've seen, you can have civilians who will get themselves involved in this or listen to the mayor, listen to the governor, go out there and demonstrate, and they end up getting killed.
Congressman, I don't know what's going on in our wonderful country. The divide that exists, it makes absolutely no sense, but it's still there. Let's talk about Alex Preddy for a second, the ICU nurse. Congressman King, who in their right mind shows up to a federal protest, legal or not, with a gun, a concealed weapon? Who in their right mind does something like that?
And also 2 magazines. I mean, he had, I guess, 30
Correct.
bullets altogether. I mean, this is,
Correct.
no, I mean, to me, it's very questionable whether it's not your right mind, or there's very bad judgment, or you have some evil intent. I don't know. But the fact is, you don't go to a demonstration. You shouldn't go, certainly armed that way, armed at all, but certainly not armed that way. That was like, an arsenal the guy was bringing with him.
It defies all logic. It's almost like he wanted to be a martyr. He wanted suicide by cop. The feds don't play that. And then it brings up the question of why are ICE officials even dealing with the public? Local police are supposed to be there as the first shield dealing with the public. Why does nobody want to point that out, Congressman, in terms of the media coverage?
I certainly try to do it. I think we should. I mean, and the media should be saying that. Where are the police? I'm not blaming the cops because they're under orders not to be there or to stand down. No, it's their obligation to provide law, order, and security. And if a federal agency is coming in and they need assistance, which obviously they do, it's up to the local law enforcement to safeguard them. And that means keeping the demonstrators far away from them. I mean, you just can't have, like in Nassau County, Commissioner Pat Ryder and the county executive Bruce Blakeman, they have rules. People can demonstrate all they want, but it has to be in a designated area, and if they cross the line, they get arrested. There's an absolute location which is set, and they're told that, and if they go beyond that, they get arrested. I can't imagine in Nassau County, in fact, it wouldn't happen, but for Commissioner Ryder or County Executive Blakeman to allow people to be jumping in the face of federal law enforcement, trying to stop them from carrying out an arrest or taking somebody into custody, it just wouldn't happen. It can't be allowed to happen.
Congressman King, help me out here with these types of people on the left. Are they just off mentally? I mean, what is it that they think they can jump into federal? Are they taking the First Amendment too literally here? That think they can jump into the middle of a face of a federal agent in the middle of a police operation where that agent could be shanked, stabbed, shot. All it takes is a distraction for a second, and they could be leaving in a body bag, that agent. What is it? Is it a mental thing that's going on in the country? Are these just professional agitators? I mean, it's not just professional agitators, but what is happening here?
I think there's some people are angry. They're angry at the world. They have this sense that they are 100% right, and that they have the legal and moral right to do whatever they want to do because God is on their side or justice is on their side. And their idea of justice is, to me, very different from the American way. These are people mostly from the left wing. Some on the right wing, you find, also create these disturbances. And they just, to me, have lost faith in the country, maybe lost faith in themselves. Maybe they're angry at something going on and they're taking it out on the country. But, if anyone who's ever traveled, anyone who has had relatives in foreign countries or immigrants knows how there's no country that compares to the United States for all the opportunities and freedom it gives. And to have that kind of hatred against your own country is absolutely beyond me. Listen, I can see disagreeing whether it's Joe Biden or Barack Obama or Bill Clinton, or who the president is, not agreeing with them, thinking maybe they're going in the wrong direction, feel strongly about it, but never bring down the principles of the country, never bring down the institutions of the country, and never interfere with the law enforcement officials their job is to enforce the laws that are passed by the Congress, by the state legislature, and signed into law by the presidents and the governors. So this is, to me, shameful, and it makes no sense.
Does Secretary Kristi Noem survive? She's facing a lot of criticism.
I don't know. I mean, President Trump said he stands with her. I think what you see here, there is an internal dispute, as my understanding, in the Department of Homeland Security, where Secretary Noem is looking for more numbers. She thinks that we should take as many illegal immigrants as we can. Tom Homan, on the other hand, he wants to refine it and narrow it down just to those who are dangerous, those who actually have criminal records. So the difference is probably not that great between the two of them, but it appears that at times to be great. So I know Kristi Noem from Congress is a good person. I would think she can hang on, but it's going to be tough. There are going to be tough times there. And the fact that President Trump has now assigned Tom Homan to evaluate the situation and report directly to him, I mean, he's going over the head of the secretary to the president, sends a signal that the president does want things to improve.
No doubt about it. I close this way, former Congressman Peter King. You know, the Trump haters, the Trump derangement syndrome, he goes to Switzerland and minutes later announces the framework of a deal as it relates to Greenland. What do you make of that? It seems like it's a net positive to me, especially from a U.S. security point of why it's needed. But the critics never stop. This man literally could walk on water and they would find something wrong with it. Your take on what I just said?
Yeah, listen, we can agree or disagree on how we got there, but the fact is the agreement that he arrived at is in the interest of the United States. It's positive for the United States. And even though Denmark probably would have gone along anyway, the fact is a lot of these European nations do need to be shaken up. And I'm not talking about Denmark so much. I think some of the countries within NATO itself. So I think not on balance, at the end of the day, the president got the agreement that's best for the United States.
Fair enough, Congressman King. You know what? I want to get back to the calls, but I learned so much from you. What are you looking at going forward, the story you're paying close attention to?
I would say right now, Minneapolis, what agreement the president is going to work out with Walz and Frey, and because ICE has to be allowed to do their job. If they can tone it down somewhat, but on the other hand, the president gets real concessions from Walz and from Frey as far as local cooperation. To me, it is the art of the deal, so my money's on Trump.
Fair enough, former Congressman Peter King. Always nice to chat with you. Thank you, sir, for some time. Look forward to doing so again very soon.
Thank you, Dominic.
It's the perfect time to replace that beast in your basement, your old inefficient boiler, with a highly efficient Peerless boiler. Peerless boilers, they're a perfect match for homes, apartments, commercial buildings, you name it. Get the heat and hot water you need efficiently and save big on your energy bill all year long. Learn more about the entire Peerless Boilers family of products, and to find a local installer near you, visit PeerlessBoilers.com. And remember, my guy Pete Morgan, Peerless Boilers, the world's best built boilers, PeerlessBoilers.com.